Hello everyone and welcome to Should You Bother. Today we're going to call it Formula 1 edition because I'm going to cover both Formula 1 games from 2022, F1 22 and F1 Manager 22. To get right into it and give these scores out, we're going to start with F1 22. F1 22 is their first year published by EA and it really feels like it to me. I'm going to give F1 22 a D sadly. I'll get into more reasons here in a second, but for F1 Manager 22's score, I'm going to give the Frontier's first attempt at a manager game a B. I think they have a lot to work with, and I think they did a good job. There's just a couple issues. Today, with this review being a two-part review, I'm going to start with F1 22. And for F1 22, there's a couple things the game does right. The new cars look great, and they handle well, and they feel different to last year's cars, which is good. The AI has been slightly upgraded in my opinion. They feel a little more aggressive. They'll send in passes and they'll try to outbreak you. They'll block and defend way more aggressively. They'll take you all the way across the track. Where in F1 21 you could kind of just pick your lane and they wouldn't really attempt it. The big problem that comes with F1 22 I think is partly to do with EA and partly to do with laziness. The game has been very EA-ified. There's a lot of things you can buy with real money now. And it's really sad to see. They added this whole new room feature, which just seems just like a waste of time to me, but you have to buy your furniture and stuff with money in a racing game. I just don't understand why that's even in the game. There's less ways to play the game now. So we had the story mode in F1 20, and then F1 21 we had Breaking Point. There's nothing like that in F1 22. They just removed a mode entirely, and they just left it with career mode. There's been no changes to career mode or my team, either one. They're both the exact same thing as last year. Online was dead pretty much on launch. There's not many people playing. You have to find a league and there's not many of them. It's just been very sad to see how this game just came out in a state that just felt rushed. There's still technical problems. I tend to not focus on technical problems, but it's been over 3 months and we're still having the same technical issues. The AI for a long time were too fast in the straight, so you had to lower your difficulty, but then you were way faster in the corners. That has been mostly ironed out. But doing a flashback just today, when I was trying to play before the review, I tried to flashback in the pit lane and it spun me out and I was sitting backwards in the front stretch. Completely ruined the race. And I couldn't fast forward back past that, so I was just kind of screwed. The game just is a clear downgrade from F1 21. I will say, if you don't have any F1 game, I would probably still purchase F1 22 just to get the most real-life experience. You have the current cars and the current driver lineups. But if you already have F1 21, this might be a year to just skip for F1 22. I was super disappointed. I play the F1 games a lot. I haven't missed a real-life race, and I play every week. This is the first time where I haven't played the game because I'm just not interested because I'm not having fun with it. So for F1 22, it's got to be a D for me. It's below my expectations markedly, and it's not quite an F, but it's close. But on a happier topic, F1 Manager 22 did not disappoint me. Now, the game isn't as deep or expansive as I hope, but it does a couple things really well. It gives you enough options with the facilities and managing the car that it makes you feel like a team principal. Managing drivers during the race is actually really satisfying. There's a lot of fine adjustments you can do. You can tell them how hard to push on the tires, if they should save fuel, if they should deploy ERS, pitch strategy. The weather is very really active. I think they probably boosted the weather from real life, but there's a lot of weather decisions you have to make, and they've been very quick to patch things and make things feel better in the game. And there's a lot of cool things that can happen with the sandbox. So the game is very fun at its base core, which is what you want for your first time out. I think they confirmed we're getting another one next year, so I'd expect a couple improvements and hopefully a better system. The negatives really with F1 Manager are it's like a really wide puddle. There's a lot of things you can do, but it's not very deep. When you upgrade your car, there's a best way to do it. Sliders to the right, and your car is going to be overpowered in 2 years. So the game is very easy and it's very shallow, but it's fun. And for the first time making it, I think they did a pretty good job, which is why I get a B. It doesn't really blow my mind. It's not the best game, but it's probably better than my expectations. I was worried about it for its first time around, but no, they did good, and I do enjoy the game. So I'm gonna give it a B, and hopefully next year in Formula One we'll have both games that feel good, and not just the new manager game. Thank you all for watching my review of the Formula One games. Let me know what you think of each of them in the comments. Hopefully you're enjoying F1 22 more than I am. Let me know if you're trying out F1 Manager 22 for the first time, and I'll see you in the next one.